Welcome to my ranking of MGLA. I probably butchered that. It's MGLA or MGLA. Don't know. Let me know down below how you actually pronounce this band. This band is amazing, and this is probably one of the hardest rankings I've ever had to do. They only have 4 full lengths, but let me tell you this, they're all fantastic, all worth your time. And trying to differentiate between each of them was ridiculous. Most of the time the songs are just like the album title and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So trying to pick out fucking songs is a pain in the ass as well. But yeah, I had a thoroughly enjoyable time listening to the whole discography, including the EPs. A couple of the EPs are just like 1 or 2 tracks, but I am including the Presence EP because that's quite a girthy EP, and I fucking loved it, and I think people should check out the Presence EP. Yeah, I loved every single album, and it's why I did... what was the last ranking I did? It wasn't Horner, that's what I'm doing soon. I was binging them. My memory is actually terrible. Anyway, go check out my latest video, and I had to do that because I could differentiate it a bit easier than MGLA. But now I've finally done it, got my list in front of me. No more babbling, let's get on with it. My last place, which is still a great album, is With Hearts Towards None. The Mountain one. Not quite top of the mountain for me, and some people will have this top, which is great. I love this album, but I feel like compared to the others, it just kind of fell into the same kind of rhythms and patterns. I started my MGLA journey ages ago when Exercises in Futility came out. Spoiler alert. But when I first heard that, I was blown away. Then I started getting into Groza. Age of Excuse came out. Then I checked out Without Hearts Towards None last. But, you know, thoroughly enjoy it from start to finish. It's just not one that I've fully grasped yet. So I can't even say it's like the worst, because maybe in a year's time it'll rise higher, but I just don't think it's as good as the others. Slightly. I'll tell you why when I get to my next one, which is Groza. Groza is the debut album by MGLA, and the reason I like this more is it's shorter, but it's more to the point. Like, each song on it feels like it flows into the next so seamlessly. The rhythms are kind of consistent with each other in the whole album. It's kind of like a full album experience. With Hearts Toward None is fantastic as well, but Groza just has that kind of full-bodied experience, which I just love with MGLA. And it's the only kind of album like that. I feel like they do transition quite nicely from song to song, but Groza has that full... It feels like, I don't know, like a Druk album, like the rhythms and melodies kind of just soothe you. I don't know. I love Groza for that. So the debut, Groza, is next for me. After that, I'd probably go with the Age of Excuse. This has risen higher. It used to be my last, but after multiple listens, I love it. It's just, well, not just as good, but almost as good as Exercise in Futility. It's got that kind of rhythmic pulse, kind of like Groza, but also with the catchiness, like Exercises, where each song kind of stands on its own. You can kind of pick out songs and stands on their own rather than being a full-bodied experience like Groza. Some cases that's good, some cases you just want that Groza experience. But hey-ho, not Exercises. What the fuck is it called? Age of Excuse, duh. Age of Excuse just, yeah, I don't know. It just has best of both worlds, which puts it a step above a couple of the rest. So, thoroughly enjoyed it. Next up, no, I'm storming through this. Holy shit, this should be a longer video. Next up is Presence, the EP. Yep, second favourite is Presence, the EP. Holy shit, yeah, it's short. Not a lot of songs, but my god, the songs they have on here, furious as hell. Like the screaming on here on the Presence EP. Holy fucking shit. It's amazing. Like, the vocals on here are better than anything on any of their albums. They are. The vocals on here are just fantastic. The atmosphere, the aggressiveness, I feel like it's the most aggressive album out of all of them. And it's only the EP. I could have this higher, but I feel like just because of the lack of songs, the others just have more lasting impact on me. Just like my number one, which is a lot of people's number one is this one, and it's the one that got me into them. I'm not just going to pick it because it's the popular choice. It is actually my favourite, and it is Exercises in Futility. Come on. I've mentioned this album in my top black metal albums before. You know, from the album cover, where he's like outstretched, it looks pained. Perfect album cover. Dreary music, catchy, rhythmic, hypnotic. All hallmarks of a fantastic black metal record. These guys are Polish, and they just do it so goddamn well. They do it good. They're like Migwa, Graveland, shit like that. So Furia, so many good Polish black metal bands, and I feel like Migwa is just the best. I just feel like they're top of the goddamn black metal pile. Love them to pieces. And Exercises in Futility is a masterpiece. One every black metal fan should have and should listen to. It's flawless from start to finish. Flawless from start to fucking finish. And the song Exercise in Futility 4 is just, blows my mind every time. The 4 is so goddamn good. So's 5. I could just mention all of them. But yeah, those two, 4 and 5, are my favourites. Love it. Migwa, such a fantastic band. Very short discography, I know. Yes, it's kind of a short video, but hey ho, that's what it is. Next up, we'll have a longer discography, because Horner's coming up next, and they have like fucking 10 albums or some shit. So, stay tuned for that. Hopefully, you guys had some fun with this video. Let me know down below how you would rank Migwa, and also tell me some other bands you want me to rank in the future, after I've done Horner, and after I've done, well, this video, after you've watched this video here. So let me know, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.